For generations, society has treated intelligence as the golden ticket to success. From early childhood, bright students are celebrated as future leaders. They are placed in advanced programs, praised for their test scores, and constantly reminded of their potential. Yet many of these same individuals, years later, watch in disbelief as peers with less raw intellect rise higher in business, leadership, and life. The irony is striking. The ones who were expected to win often remain stuck, while others, seemingly less gifted, build companies, close deals, and live the very dreams that elude the intelligent. The reason lies in a paradox. The very quality that should propel smart people forward often holds them back. Intelligence, mismanaged, becomes a trap, a source of overthinking, perfectionism, procrastination, and fear. To understand why so many bright minds fail to reach their potential, we must examine the hidden psychological patterns that derail them and how to break free from these self-imposed prisons. 1. The overthinking trap. Highly intelligent people excel at analyzing information. They see patterns others miss and can evaluate risks from every angle. But this gift often becomes a curse. Faced with simple tasks, they do not act, they analyze. Take something as ordinary as starting a blog. A typical person might choose a platform quickly, pick a name, and publish within hours. The overthinker, however, researches dozens of platforms, joins forums, studies competitors, and spends months preparing without producing a single post. The trap lies in the illusion of productivity. Hours of research feel like progress, but in reality, nothing is being built. Overthinking becomes a safe hiding place, preventing failure, but also blocking success. It is like running an engine in neutral. Energy is spent, noise is made, but there is no movement. 2. The perfection prison. If overthinking delays action, perfectionism kills it outright. Many intelligent people convince themselves that waiting until things are flawless is a mark of discipline. In truth, it is fear disguised as standards. They fear that imperfect work will expose them as less capable than their reputation suggests. The cost is enormous. Unfinished manuscripts, business plans that never launch, and projects endlessly polished but never shared. Meanwhile, others with fewer skills release good enough work, learn from feedback, and gain traction. The painful reality is that the world does not reward perfection. It rewards completion. Perfect is a prison with no exit, while done is a doorway to progress. 3. Why IQ alone isn't enough. For centuries, test scores and grades were considered the ultimate predictors of success. But research shows that once someone crosses a certain cognitive threshold, IQ becomes a weak predictor of achievement. Beyond that point, emotional intelligence matters far more. Emotional intelligence, the ability to manage one's emotions, build relationships, and inspire trust, explains a larger share of success than IQ does. Bright individuals may design systems or solve equations, but if they cannot resolve conflicts, ask for help, or build networks, their brilliance is underutilized. Less intelligent peers often outpace them simply because they navigate human interactions more effectively. In real life, the ability to connect often outweighs the ability to calculate. 4. The knowledge curse. Another obstacle is what might be called the knowledge curse. The more intelligent people learn, the harder it becomes for them to act. Each new fact multiplies their awareness of risks, possibilities, and contingencies. Decisions that should be simple balloon into overwhelming complexity. For example, an entrepreneur with little knowledge may launch quickly, learn through trial and error, and adapt on the go. The highly informed entrepreneur, meanwhile, sees countless potential failures and never takes the first step. Knowledge, in this way, can suffocate action. The irony is that ignorance often enables boldness, while intelligence fosters hesitation. 5. The execution equation. True performance depends on more than raw talent. A more accurate formula is Performance equals talent x effort. This equation highlights why intelligent people often lose ground. Many coasted through school with little effort, so they never developed the discipline of persistence. When adulthood demanded consistent, focused labor, they lacked the habits to sustain it. They possess engines of extraordinary power, but lack the steady fuel of effort. By contrast, those with average abilities but relentless work ethic achieve far more. Consistency beats brilliance when brilliance refuses to show up regularly. Effort counts twice, and without it, intelligence produces nothing. 6. Escaping the fixed mindset. One of the most damaging habits of bright individuals is clinging to a fixed mindset. Because their identity is tied to being the smart one, they fear situations where they might struggle or fail. To avoid threatening their self-image, they stay within comfortable domains where they can excel without challenge. But growth requires discomfort. Mastery demands mistakes, embarrassing failures, and the humility to be a beginner. Intelligence should not be preserved like fragile glass. It should be stretched like a muscle. Only by embracing trial and error can it evolve into wisdom. 7. The social intelligence gap. Another weakness of many bright minds is neglecting social skills. Networking feels superficial, small talk feels pointless, and casual relationships seem like distractions. While they debate abstract ideas in solitude, others are building friendships that later translate into opportunities. These meaningless conversations about weather, sports, or weekend plans are actually the foundations of trust. Collaboration is built on connection, and opportunities often flow through networks, not resumes. A brilliant idea without allies remains an idea, while even modest ideas thrive when backed by strong relationships. Success is never purely intellectual. It is deeply social. 8. Simple systems beat complex plans. Smart people often design elaborate frameworks before they act. They research productivity methods, create intricate strategies, and chase the perfect system. Yet the complexity itself becomes a barrier. The truth is that success depends not on sophistication, but on usability. The most effective systems are simple ones that reduce friction and make action the default. A writer who types one sentence daily achieves more than one who waits to perfect their content strategy. A founder who launches a minimal prototype learns more than one who spends years perfecting a business plan. Habits beat goals, and simplicity beats complexity every time. 9. The 30-day transformation. Ultimately, the solution to the paralysis of intelligence is direct, sustained action. For 30 days, pick a single goal and work on it daily. Not perfectly, but consistently. The aim is not brilliance, but movement. By lowering the pressure to perform flawlessly, the mind is freed to act. Document progress not for optimization, but for accountability. At the end of a month, the work may still be rough, but progress will be undeniable. The act of moving forward teaches more than endless analysis ever could. Intelligence may provide potential, but only action creates results. Smarter isn't always better. The story of unrealized potential is as old as education itself. The students once labeled as gifted often grow into adults trapped by their own minds. Overthinking, perfectionism, fear of failure, excessive knowledge, weak social skills, and avoidance of effort all combine to paralyze them. These are prisons built not by enemies, but by their own brilliance. Yet escape is possible. Intelligence is not the problem. It is how it is used. By embracing imperfection, valuing effort over talent, cultivating social and emotional skills, and relying on simple systems, smart individuals can transform their potential into tangible results. The question is no longer whether intelligence guarantees success. Clearly, it does not. The real question is whether the intelligent can step out of their own way, abandon the traps of overthinking, and embrace the messy, imperfect process of action. Success does not belong to the smartest. It belongs to those who move. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.